So today's video is a true or false quiz. It's going to be whether a British person, i.e. me, knows more about Chinese culture than a Chinese person does about British culture. However, it's a little bit biased, it's a little bit unfair because I've lived in China for over 2 years now and my guest has never even set foot in Britain. But it doesn't matter, it's just a bit of fun and you guys can learn something as well. So without further ado, here is my guest, Jessie.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Jessie， 土生土长的中国人。
Her channel, ChineseWithJessie, is one of my favourites because she makes so many different types of content. But my favourite videos of hers are when she analyses people's Mandarin in films and TV shows. Here's a little clip.
Show me your citrus peels.
His pronunciation is actually really good, except the mispronunciation of one character, 看, which means to see. He pronounced it as 干, which means to do. So the sentence is 给我看你用的陈皮.
So yeah, go follow her channel. But anyway, let's get started with the quiz.
Thank you so much for joining me today, Jessie. How is it going?
Thank you for having me. I'm good.
Awesome. All right, so let's get on with the quiz, shall we? But before we start, I need to tell you a little secret. So
Yeah?
in British culture, we have something called a pub quiz. So this is something every week we'll go to the pub, like a bar, and we'll gather in teams. So we'll go with our most smartest friends. And you normally pay £1 or something, maybe it's like 9 RMB to join. And then the winning team will get the prize money from everyone's entry collection. So you can get quite a bit of money. It's a very competitive thing.
Oh my
so,
God.
you know, I'm gonna take this really seriously. I think, you know, I'm gonna win this. There's no question about it.
You make me so competitive now. Okay, I'm gonna take this seriously.
Let's get ready to rumble!
True or false? The national dish of the UK is fish and chips.
Yes, true.
Okay, drum roll. You'd think so, but it's false. It's false.
What is it?
Oh wow, it's probably something you're not expecting. It is called a chicken tikka masala. Do you know what that is?
No idea. What kind of food is it?
It's actually it's a curry. It's actually kind of like an Indian recipe. There's a lot of multiculturalism in the UK. So we have a lot of Indian and Pakistani restaurants everywhere, really. So yeah, this is what I love. But I like fish and chips too.
So your national food is Indian Pakistan cuisine.
Yeah, it's a bit embarrassing, isn't it?
Okay, my part. So, true or false? Fortune cookies are a traditional Chinese custom.
False. No, I've never seen these in China before.
So you've got an advantage because you are living in China right now, so you know. So what about like before you came to China? Did you know that?
No, I honestly expected it to be a really popular Chinese thing, and I was like, oh, well, where's my fortune cookie? But no, I heard it's an American thing. Is that right?
Yeah, it did not originate in China. It was invented in San Francisco. Yeah, it's not our thing. Most of Chinese people have never seen it.
Right. So next question: the Queen writes birthday cards to the public.
I'm gonna say false. Is it?
Ooh, it is true. She does.
Oh
She
my God.
writes. It's really cool. I know. Yeah. So you get it when you turn 100 years of age. You get a birthday card. So
Oh.
my great auntie, she has one, and it's really cool. Yeah. So normally it's like I guess like a standard message inside, typed out, but it will have her name on, and then she will hand sign it, which is really amazing. So
Oh my God.
yeah, so that is my life goal. I need to get a letter from the Queen. That'll be awesome.
Yeah, that's so cool. Oh my God, that is true. Okay, I didn't expect that one.
Yeah.
True or false? Every single panda living in the whole world belongs to China.
True.
How can we get everyone right? It is true. How did you know?
today.
Here's a funny story. So China lent the panda to Malaysia and then they returned the panda 2 years after. You know why?
Why?
Because the panda needed to eat fresh bamboos from China. So they had to import bamboos from China all the time. You know, because pandas eat like 14 hours a day. So it's like it costs so much. So they returned her.
Really? Oh,
So
wow. Right. So first of all, I'll tell you a fact. Everyone knows this. So China, they drink the highest volume of tea in the world. That's obvious because China loves tea, and also they've got the most people in the world. But my question is, do the UK drink more cups of tea per capita than China?
True.
Yes, it is true. It is true. We love tea. We love tea more.
I watch so many like British movies and TV shows, and this line is like in every movie or TV show. Is like, do you fancy a cup of tea? I hear that all the time, so I know.
Your British accent is good. Nice.
No, yeah, my favorite line, you know, is also this joke is a bottle of water.
Ah.
We love that.
I've had so many people ask me to say that. They're like, can you just say a bottle of water? Why? Bottle of water.
Yeah.
Kind of bottle of water. I don't know, and things like, yeah, like butter. You'd say a butter.
Yeah.
It's really hard to understand.
Yeah, really interesting though. Okay, true or false? China has only one time zone.
True, yeah.
Yeah, so easy for you since they live here. Yeah, it only has one time zone. Despite its size, China is so big, but still just one time zone. So you can see that like in some northern cities, it's still like bright day when it's like 10 p.m. And in some places, the sunrise is so late. That's because we only have one time zone.
All right, next question then. So, I'm sure you've seen Christmas dinner before. It is a very traditional meal that we have. But the question is, the traditional meat for Christmas dinner, is that goose? Is it true or false? Goose. Is goose the traditional meat for Christmas dinner?
True.
If we were living a couple hundred years ago, I think it would probably be true, but now it's false.
What is it now?
So it's turkey. It's turkey. I read a statistic. So 10 million turkeys are eaten for Christmas in the UK, but 200,000 geese are eaten.
But isn't turkey
Yeah.
for Thanksgiving Day?
Yeah, but we don't celebrate Thanksgiving.
Oh, it's only in America?
Just an American and Canadian thing. Yeah, but so it's just Christmas Day. That is the day we have turkey. That's it.
Okay, my turn. So true or false? White is the color for mourning and funerals in China.
Ooh. This is something I'm not sure of. This is going to be a guess. I don't know. I feel like white is meant to be pure and happy. I'm going to say false.
Okay, the answer is... It's a fact. It's true.
Oh, right. What, is there a reason why?
So, you know, in Western countries, it's usually black, right? Like people wear black for funerals in the morning and stuff like that. But in China, it's white. So I'm not so sure about the origin or something, but white, especially for like festivals, you know, Spring Festival is coming, you're not supposed to wear all white, especially a white hat if you're visiting your Chinese families or friends. That's really unlucky for us because people do that for funerals, right? Especially if you're wearing a white hat, that means your close one has passed away. So you can't do that, especially during Spring Festival or other festivals as well. For Chinese, you know, red is the lucky color.
No way. So if, you know, wearing red to any festival or anything, that's like a safe bet, right? You can wear red.
Not on someone else's wedding. So if you're wearing red to someone else's wedding, you're like trying to steal their thunder or their spotlight. That's not cool. But other festivals, yeah, that's the best.
Next one. The cost of living in London is 4 times higher than in Beijing.
Okay, it's so hard. I'm gonna go with, I'm not sure about 4 times, but I think it's more expensive. So I'm gonna go with true.
Okay, you were right for half of that. It is 2.5 times the price. So 4, yeah, no. I would not want to live in London. It's just such an expensive place to live. It really is. On average, London more than Beijing. All right, so I will be nice to you. I'll give you half a point for that one. That was a
Okay,
good
thank
guess.
you.
All right.
Let's go for your question. Let's go.
Okay, my turn. True or false? Mandarin and Chinese are the same thing.
False.
Okay, yeah, right.
If you speak Mandarin, you would say, oh yeah, I can speak Chinese. Everyone says it, but actually China has got so many languages, right? And dialects and such. So Mandarin's like the official one, 普通话.
So Chinese is like an umbrella language. So Mandarin is Chinese. Chinese is not necessarily Mandarin. So Cantonese is Chinese as well. So is other like languages or dialects like Hakka, or I'm from Jiangxi. So you're in Shanghai, so like Shanghainese, maybe Jiangxinese, and other dialects, they're all Chinese. So Mandarin is just one of them.
Let me give you a question. True or false, in the UK, we need to pay tax to watch TV?
Pay tax to watch TV?
Yep, just to watch TV. You need to pay tax for it.
True.
Yeah, it's true. It's a very weird one. But basically, the BBC, you know them, right? They don't show ads on TV. So the first two channels, BBC One, BBC Two, then you have BBC Three. BBC, they don't have any advertisements at all, and so you need to pay tax to help them, to kind of like reimburse them. But however, if you decide you don't want to watch BBC, you're like, no, I've got a TV, but I don't like the BBC, I'm not watching them. It doesn't matter, you've still got to pay the tax. So yeah, occasionally you might have someone knock at your door, and it will be the TV license guy, and he will check if you've got it. So yeah, it can be quite expensive. I think it's about maybe 2,000 RMB for a year or something.
Yeah, but that makes sense, because if they don't have ads on the TV, but in China, like every channel, you watch a lot of advertisements on them.
Cool, all right then, well done.
I got that one right. My question for you, true or false? Chinese New Year is in February every year.
No, false. I don't think so.
Okay, so when is it?
Well, it depends. It's like the lunar New Year, so it depends on the moon, right? So it changes every year.
Yeah, so sometimes it's in January, sometimes it's in February, but usually just January or February. It won't be like that far. Yeah, because it's based on the lunar calendar. It's always the January 1st on lunar calendar. So this year is February 1st. Okay, you got that one right as well.
Cheese chasing is a competitive sport in the UK.
Cheese chasing.
So chasing cheese, running after cheese, that is a competitive sport.
It sounds bizarre, but that sounds like something that could happen in the UK. I'm gonna go with true.
You think we're that weird, do you?
I think.
We are that weird, yeah. It is true. It is.
How do you chase cheese?
It's
on the ground?
Right, so what you do is that you go up, I think it's like a 200 meter or less than 200 meter hill, and you have a big wheel of cheese. You put it on the top with a group of people lined up, and you push the cheese down, and everyone has to chase it. And the first one to get it wins the cheese. That is the present, that is the prize.
Oh, of the whole thing?
Yeah, it's like a huge wheel of cheese.
But if it has rolled on the ground, is it still edible?
Yeah, it's more like of a trophy rather than to eat it, I guess. But people really injure themselves. So instead of just running down the hill, because it's pretty vertical, the gradient is quite steep.
Wow.
People will just like literally push themselves and roll or something and jump. So yeah, people break bones. This is a dangerous sport, actually, chasing cheese.
Oh my God.
As bizarre as it sounds, it's dangerous, yeah. All right then, very good, you got that one again.
Okay, this one for you. True or false? Cat is one of the 12 Chinese zodiac animals.
The answer is false.
Yeah, so because in Chinese it's really catchy, we call it 鼠牛虎兔龙蛇马羊猴鸡狗猪. But according to the story, the cat and the rat, the rat is the first one, right? The cat and the rat used to be good friends. There was a race selecting the 12 zodiac animals, right? So the cat actually wanted to sign up for the game, but he's lazy. The cat is lazy, so he asked the rat to sign up the game for him. But the rat forgot, and he just started the game without him. So that's why they became enemies for life.
Right, so next one then. One of our national drinks is apple alcohol. True or false?
True.
Yeah, that's true. Do you know what it's called?
I don't know, what is it?
Cider. Have you heard of that before?
Oh, yeah, but I don't know that's a specific drink in the UK because I've had cider before.
I think other countries in Europe do. France, they really like it, but the UK, we drink it more per capita than any other country in the world. So this is like my favorite alcoholic drink, 苹果酒, and yeah, normally it's apple cider, but you can have mixed berry ciders. And there's a specific place where they grow the apples in Somerset, in south of England. And yeah, they make the best cider. Cool, all right, so you get 1 point for that.
Okay, true or false? China is the world's most densely populated country.
I'm going to say false. Yeah, must be false.
You're right, it's false. It's most populated, but it's not most densely populated because it's huge.
Alright, so here is something then. People from the north speak more clearly and more slowly, especially people from Scotland.
False.
False? Why?
People from Scotland, I think they're harder to be understood.
Yeah, you're right. It's false. So I think that even I cannot understand a lot of Scottish people.
I've got a friend, he's like partially Scottish, and sometimes I just watch him and I don't know what he's talking about. True or false? Football was invented in China.
True. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, it was invented 2,200 years ago. It was called 蹴鞠 back then.
蹴鞠, yeah, I know this. Yeah, I remember reading this up. It's yeah, it's interesting. Next one. Most people can speak French as a second language in the UK.
False.
Yeah, false. We're actually pretty renowned for being very bad at languages. So we actually learn languages at school. So I learned French. Other people might learn Spanish or German. But as a second language, no chance. Like the majority of my friends, that they cannot speak another language. Unless they studied it at university or something.
Yeah, because I knew that because none of my British friends can speak French or Chinese. Actually, I've got some friends who has lived in China for over, I don't know, 5 or 7 years, and they still don't speak a word of Chinese.
All right, so you get a point for that. So, last question, is it?
Yeah, my last question is actually more like a free giveaway. So, true or false? Most Chinese people are Kung Fu masters.
Most Chinese people are Kung Fu masters. Surely not most. I'm going to say false.
Yeah, you're right.
Ah, okay.
I actually see this discussion on the internet. Like, I mean, of course, every Chinese person knows of it, but not everyone practices this martial arts and stuff. It's more like a fiction story in the West. Some places probably.
Do you know how to do it? Have you done Kung Fu?
No, I've filmed something like trying to pull out some moves, but no, I don't know how to do Kung Fu. It's really cool though.
It is, yeah. All right, very good. Okay, so yeah, I got a point there. Then shall we count up the scores? I got you as having 6.5. How about me?
You got 9.
I got 9.
You definitely won.
9 out of 10. Get in! It was great fun. Thank you so much anyway for coming on. I really enjoyed doing this, and yeah, I learned a lot about Chinese culture with all of these kind of things. So yeah, please subscribe to Jessie's channel. What is it? Chinese with Jessie, right?
Yeah, Chinese with Jessie.
Excellent. Okay, all right. See you guys then. See you guys next time.
Bye bye.